Welcome to the Kearsarge Chronicle. I'm your host, Lynn Solomon. We are coming to you from the women's specialty boutique, Larks and Nightingales on Main Street in New London. Over the next 3 weeks, we'll be showing off their amazing array of women's fashions and shoes. Plus, we'll have a specific focus on small businesses, how they keep our community vibrant, employed, and why we should support them with our business. Today, we'll meet Diane Moore, owner of Larks and Nightingales, and get a good look at their amazing inventory and how every woman can look great coming out of Larks. Home Care Matters has a segment on how therapies can lower prescription drug costs. We have a new segment sponsored by Ledyard Bank, highlighting some of our area small businesses. This week, we get a closer look at Colby Insurance Agency. Lorene Keating, children's librarian with the Tracy Memorial Library, will be here. And Elizabeth introduces us to some local entertainment for the summer, the Bear Ridge Speedway, close by in neighboring Vermont. Don't go away because you won't want to miss this week's edition of the Kearsarge Chronicle. Welcome back. We're here at Larks and Nightingales right on Main Street in New London, New Hampshire. And joining me now is the owner, Diane Moore herself. Thanks for joining us and thanks for hosting.
You're very welcome.
Let's talk about the huge array of product that you have here.
Yeah, just about everything a woman could need, really.
True.
You know, we originally started out with more lingerie, less clothing. Mm-hmm. The business has kind of grown its own arms and legs and gone where it wanted to rather than where I wanted it to.
Yes.
So we still do the bra fitting. We still have a large selection of Montel bras, but we're expanding our range of Anita bras now, so we have more of a choice for women that everybody's different size, everybody's comforts are different. So we've done that. Of course, we still have the Coobies. Mm-hmm. Still do some lingerie, and we've just had some bridal lingerie in, so that's really pretty. Or there's always something a little sexy for a gift, you know, for maybe for Valentine's Day, that kind of thing, or an anniversary. So I always make sure I try to have a few pieces like that in. Clothing wise, Tribal's still our largest line.
Yes.
Fabulous line. It's from Canada. It's great quality. It's a little trendy and chic, but it's not. All women can wear it.
Okay.
You know, women of my age, your age, older, younger. Mm-hmm. But it's always a little different. We don't get too many of any one size.
Yes.
In a small town. So that's our biggest line. We've had a few new lines this season. One is called Alana Catan. Mm-hmm. Very classic. I'm so happy with it. Some of the styles, the bodies of the dresses, tops, jumpsuits, they have year after year, but they're so classic that they keep bringing them out, and sometimes they change it slightly or change the fabric.
Yes.
But and the fit is fantastic. So we have a few dresses at the moment that are just gorgeous for a really special, maybe a summer wedding, that kind of thing. And some of our old favorites, Tempo Paris, which is a French line that we've been carrying now for about 8 years, and it still keeps coming out with everything that a woman needs. It's what they call a concept line.
Yes.
And in the spring and summer, it's all very floaty. So you're talking billowy tops, pants, skirts, dresses, silk, a lot of linen. And then in the winter it's entirely different. It can be heavy knits with leather and fur, that kind of thing, and heavier pants. So great line, it's a great line. Something a little different, and again, suits all ages.
Yeah, now what do you have on?
Oh, this is vintage Larks.
Oh, neat. Well,
From a while ago,
this is a Nisha dress. This is another line
this
you
is
have.
A great line.
It's a great summer dress.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do a lot of Nisha dresses, and they seem to, you know, flatter the figure. They're a really good price point.
Yes.
As you know, you like.
I have a couple. Yes.
Yeah, and it looks really pretty on you. Very nice.
And it's wrinkle free.
Yeah,
it's
you can
a great
roll them
travel
roll
dress.
them in a ball and throw them. There's some of them are sheath dresses, others are slightly wrap over. They're very simple designs.
Yeah.
but they're easy
and they
to
pack
wear.
up to nothing.
To
You can
nothing,
fold
yeah.
this up into, you know,
Wear
a
it with
3 by
flip-flops
5.
or with a
right,
heel
you can
to
dress it up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely.
Something for everybody. I always say, no matter who comes into Larks, you can go out looking great because you've got such a variety here.
Thank you.
You dress every shape, size, and age.
Well, to me, you know, if you go shopping, it should be fun.
Yes.
And there should be plenty to choose from. I feel disappointed when someone can't find anything, not because I haven't made a sale, but because they haven't gone out as happy as I would like to make them.
Yeah,
So
you've got great customer service here too. I know that the gals really put outfits together and they can accessorize things because you've got a good bit of scarves and things like that.
Better than I can.
Yeah. So you can come out with a nice outfit, particularly
Scarves
wedding
I don't
season.
do well with because I can't wear them. I'm too small.
You're
to wear
little.
A scarf.
Yes.
So the other girls, the way they do scarves, and the customers come in and say, "You've really merchandised this well." I say, "Oh, thank you very much."
Well, good. You've got a great staff too.
Yes, I
so
do.
good.
Yeah,
well, thanks so much. We're gonna hear a little bit more about some of your other items in the next coming weeks and meet some of your neighbors, small businesses down the street.
Right.
So thanks so much.
Thanks, Lynn.
Take care. When we return, the Lake Sunapee Region V&A and Hospice has a new Home Care Matters, and Ledyard Bank sponsors a new segment highlighting local businesses in our area. Today, we check out Colby Insurance in New London and Meredith. Don't go away. We'll be back after these few short messages.
Home Care Matters is presented by the Lake Sunapee Region V&A and Hospice.
Today on Home Care Matters, the JAMA report looks at how physicians and surrogate decision makers for critically ill patients often disagree on patient prognosis. I'm Jim Culhane. Lake Sunapee Region V&A and Hospice provides health care and hospice services, allowing continuity of care and helping people to stay in their homes as long as possible. To foster this mission, we provide the most up-to-date information about healthcare advancements, procedures, and products. In this vein, we present this edition of the JAMA report.
In the United States, 1 in 3 adults will die from cardiovascular disease. Many doctors prescribe statins as a way to reduce cholesterol levels, lowering a patient's risk for a heart attack or stroke.
The risk factors for cardiovascular disease include high cholesterol, high blood pressure, smoking, diabetes, and your age.
Dr. Douglas Owens, an author of the U.S. Preventive Services Task Force recommendation, says the group recommends that some people, age 40 to 75, who have one or more of those risk factors, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, smoking or diabetes, and do not have a history of cardiovascular disease, and whose chance of having a heart attack or stroke over the next 10 years is 7.5% or higher, use a statin. Those whose risk is 10% or higher will benefit most. Although there are risks, Dr. Owens says the use of a statin, along with a healthy diet and exercise, can be a useful tool in the fight against cardiovascular disease. The task force recommendations appear in JAMA, Journal of the American Medical Association.
The benefits of statins are a reduction in heart attacks, strokes, and death. The harms of statins we judge based on our very comprehensive review of the literature to be small. And in patients who are at elevated risk for cardiovascular disease, the benefits outweigh the harms.
Laura Berger, the JAMA Report.
For more information about the services of Lake Sunapee Region V&A and Hospice, go to our website or give us a call. I'm Jim Culhane. See you next week for another Home Care Matters.
The Lake Sunapee Region V&A and Hospice, where home care matters.
Thanks, Jim. Now for a new segment sponsored by Ledyard Bank, Small Business Spotlight.
Hello, I'm Katie Blake, branch manager of Ledyard National Bank here in New London. Ledyard is a proud sponsor of our Small Business Spotlight segments highlighting some of our area's finest local companies.
We've seen that we have a lot of large, even independent agencies coming in from out of state purchasing our competition. And we've noticed that that's been a big advantage to us because I think people who live in the community understand a difference in the level of service that they're getting from somebody who's locally owned and operated like us. So I think the largest contributing factor to our success, especially over the last 6 years, has been our employees. Hands down, they contribute a lot. They feel like they have skin in the game, and they work tirelessly for the customers each and every day. It also helps when we talk about the balance of family and home life. We're very flexible about giving people the time off that they need to make sure that their home lives are stable. We feel that that's kept our best employees for a long time, and therefore our customers get the most knowledgeable, experienced staff around. So we're very fortunate that we've seen year-over-year growth for the last 6 years. We've expanded into the Meredith area with an office, and that's going well. We're looking to expand into the Connecticut and Upper Valley regions in New Hampshire. And as I said before, our employees have had a lot to do with that, but so has our partnership with Ledyard Bank. They've really been made it so that we can take the shackles off and invest more capital into where we need to be, and I feel like we're going to exceed our growth goals going forward with their partnership.
Ledyard's tagline is plan well, live well. For more information on how we can do that for you, call me, Katie Blake, at 526-5605, or check out our online services at ledyardbank.com. Thank you so much for watching.
Up next, we'll meet Lorene Keating from the Tracy Memorial Library and hear what's new with them this spring and summer. Don't go away, we'll be right back. Welcome back. We're here at Larks and Nightingales on Main Street in New London. And joining me now is Director of Youth Services from the Tracy Memorial Library, Lorene Keating. Thanks for joining us. Now, first of all, you have got a program coming up at the library for adults on the 23rd. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, I wanted to make a plug for that. It's sponsored by the Friends of Tracy Memorial Library, and it's Songs and Stories of World War I.
Oh.
It starts at 6 p.m., and it's by Ramblin' Richard. I believe his last name is Kruppa, but there's more information on the website.
Super. Okay, and then tell us what you got going on for kids, particularly you know in the spring and summer.
Well, we're going to be starting our summer reading program, also sponsored by the Friends of Tracy Memorial Library. On June 21st will be the first sign-up day, and I will be visiting the school soon to tell all the kids at Kearsarge Elementary School about the summer reading program. And it starts with pre-K, goes all the way up to whatever grade in middle school they want to continue doing it.
Nice.
It's a very easy program. They measure the time that they read for the older older students, and the preschool children keep track of books they read with someone.
Wonderful. That's good. It's important to keep reading over the summer because doesn't it help keep the skills up?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of research done on that. And another interesting study from the University of Rochester was that kids who chose their own reading materials retain even more.
Good.
So I know there's a lot of good reading suggestion lists out there, but
Yeah.
it's important that they choose something that they want to read.
Right.
Because that's important to keep their skills up.
Right, and it's summer, so they might as well read something that they like. Yeah, but now your reading program meets frequently too, so there's lots of activities around that.
There's going to be, we'll be doing a kickoff with a stuffed animal sleepover at the library.
Fun. A real sleepover overnight?
For the stuffed animals.
Oh,
So
okay.
kids come in
I was gonna say, who's going to chaperone that?
Oh no, we don't have enough bathrooms and everything else. So they'll be bringing one of their stuffies.
Cute.
Sometimes I say they're your second favorite. So
Okay, in case something happens.
Right,
Yeah.
so you miss them during the night. And then they sign a permission slip for their
Cute.
stuffy, and they spend the night doing all kinds of things. Sometimes lively antics go on, and we'll be taking photographs and giving a little souvenir book to all the kids who bring a stuffy in
Nice.
the next day when they pick them up.
Okay.
So, and that's our first little kickoff activity. The theme is Build a Better World, so we'll be focusing on physically building a better world, and then maybe some more personal ways you can build a better world at home and in your community.
Yeah.
We're going to be having some science programs. Boston Museum of Science is going to do something with super cold science. And then we have Hampstead Theater Company coming back again to do Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, great.
And that's going to be the week of July 4th. I believe it's the 6th, Thursday. And it will be at the bandstand if the weather is nice. And if it's raining, we'll be in Whipple Memorial Hall. So that, and we have We have a couple of nights at the library for building with Lego, working with little mini robots that we have, and making things. So we'll have like maker nights.
Awesome.
So.
And is the list up online yet? So
Not
people
yet.
can check it out?
We'll be having it up shortly.
Okay.
So all of it will be available at the library website, and we'll have flyers in the library, and you can sign up from the 21st, I believe, until July 19th. So
great.
It's 3 weeks of signing up, and we
And
will
lots
also have
of
a teen
activities.
program, and that's going
good.
to be kind of a Hawaiian and surfing theme.
Fun.
Surf the stacks.
Right, because everybody should be reading through the summer too, even the teens. Yeah.
And we decorate the teen room, and we have incentive program. They win gift cards and things like that. So
excellent.
Fun programs this summer. Lots to do.
Excellent. Good. Never take a break from reading, even in the summer. Super. Well, thanks for all you do at the library, and people can look online for the schedule. And have a great summer.
Okay.
Thanks,
thank you.
Lorene. In our final segment, Elizabeth introduces us to April May Preston with the Bear Ridge Speedway in nearby Bradford, Vermont. If you're looking for some car racing action this summer, you won't want to miss this next interview. We'll be back in a flash.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Durazio, coming to you from the Home Life Expo, put on by the Lebanon Chamber of Commerce. This year we're celebrating the 39th year, and we're here with one of the longtime sponsors of this, who's been around ever since the Lions Club had a hand in this gig. And if you love NASCAR, then you kind of branch out. It means you love racing of all types. I'm joined by April May Preston. She's the co-owner of Bear Ridge Speedway in Bradford, Vermont. And on Saturdays, you're going to want to come down and check out their quarter-mile dirt track. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, tell us a little bit about your wonderful speedway.
Well, Bear Ridge Speedway is located up in the hills of Bradford, Vermont. This is our 50th year of consecutive racing, which is a big deal for us. It's always been owned and operated by an Elms, which I think is who's my counterpart, which is a big deal. We have Sportsman Modifieds, Sportsman Coupes, midget division, late models, 4 cylinders, and then we have visiting sprint cars and mini sprints. We race Saturday nights from May to the end of September.
And this is a wonderful opportunity for families where you can come down on Saturday and see a quick, short race. So kids with short attention spans, it's a great way to get them into the sport.
Yep, and we try to be kid friendly. We have sandboxes, we have a kids club. You sign your kid up and they get in free every week.
Oh, wow.
And they come and register and they get a toy. Then we do a bike giveaway at the end of the year, and the kids will get a bike if they have their number drawn. So we try, and we'll do kids rides twice a year where they actually get all the cars go out on the track and the kids go down and they just pile all over the cars.
Yes.
And we just go around.
My son would probably never let go.
Oh, it's awesome.
Tell me a little bit about the cars you have at the booth. These are absolutely gorgeous vehicles.
Yeah, we have a Sportsman Modified and a Sportsman Coupe. They're both dirt car sanctioned, which is kind of like NASCAR, same sort of equivalent. They're V8 motors, they're crate motors. They are the top 2 divisions of the class. The Modifieds are pretty much a built car, where the coupe is actually 30 styles bodies, and they are 30 styles bodies. They're not fiberglass. There's a lot of Bondo on these cars, but they're competitive and they race. They're not exhibitions. So.
And they're absolutely beautiful. We're looking at them, the paint job, the wonderful restoration work you've done. It's just, I can't imagine to see what they do when they actually get, under power.
And the amazing thing, and it's still, because asphalt and dirt is very different. And I grew up on asphalt. I actually raced asphalt too, but the dirt that amazes me, especially with the open wheel cars, is they turn right to go left.
Right.
And you swear they're going to wreck every time they go in the corner. It's like, I can't look. So it's pretty cool.
And we probably drive right by and not even realize you're right there.
Yeah, it's off of exit 16, off of 91 in Vermont, Bradford, Vermont. A lot of people know Farmway. Instead of going right to Farmway, go left to the racetrack. We're 2.5 miles up the road. Take a left up south and you'll find us.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us. And now that we know where you are, make sure you check out the website, maybe sign your kid up for the Kids Club, and check out Bear Ridge Speedway.
Thanks, Elizabeth. I'd like to thank our host location for these next 3 weeks, Larks and Nightingales. Each week, Larks and Nightingales make sure I look my best on camera. They can do the same for you. With an extensive selection of clothing and lines, Larks has something for everyone. And now they have the exclusive line of Charleston shoes, plus the best customer service in town. Find them on Facebook or stop by their shop on Main Street in New London, New Hampshire, right next to Tucker's. Coming up next week from Larks and Nightingales, we'll meet Debbie Stanley with the Osmond Sargent Land Preservation Trust as they enter into their 30th anniversary. We'll hear more from the Larks and Nightingales team with their incredible new line of shoes. Finally, Sean Sullivan, owner of Good Enough Farm in Danbury, will be here to talk about the importance of local small farms and their impact on our community. Don't miss our original YCN specials, now each Sunday night at 7 p.m. Catch amazing musical performances from Summer Music Associates, the Kearsarge Chorale, and Kearsarge Choral Festival. Or maybe tune in to one of our parades from Hospital Days or the Warner Fall Foliage Festival. This week, we revisit the New London Hospital Days parade from last summer and 2017 Lebanon Boys Basketball Championship Special. That's each Sunday at 7 o'clock, 7:30, 10 and 10:30 p.m. on our new YCN program schedule. A special thank you to our host, Larks and Nightingales, for their assistance with wardrobe today, and to JL Hair Designs for hair and makeup. I'm Lynn Solomon. Join me again as we meet at Larks and Nightingales next week at this same time for another Kearsarge Chronicle.